Welcome back to my channel for episode 3 of the Improve Posture series. So when you're ready, come to the bottom of your mat in a child's pose. Sink the hips all the way back to the heels and just relax the arms out in front of you. We're going to take some deep belly breaths here just to settle our mind before we begin moving the rest of the body. So inhale through the nose and expand the belly. And then exhale through the nose, let the belly naturally contract. Inhale through the nose. And exhale through the nose. When you're ready, roll all the way up to a tabletop position. And then walk your hands all the way forward, dropping your chest to the floor for a puppy pose. This one may take a little while to wiggle into because it's quite strong. But with every exhale, see if you can exhale a bit deeper into the pose. Staying here for one more breath. And exhale. Then come back to a neutral tabletop position with your wrists underneath shoulders and knees underneath hips. Spread your fingers, and then on the inhale, we're going to drop the belly, look up, and exhale, round the back and look towards your navel. Inhale, drop the belly, look up, and exhale, round the back, look towards the navel. A couple more times here, so inhale to drop the belly. Exhale to round the back. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, round the back, look towards the navel. Inhale, drop the belly, look up. And then exhale, come back to your neutral tabletop. We're going to extend the right leg back behind us and really reach the left arm all the way forward. Staying here for 2 more breaths. Pointing the right toes and really squeezing the glutes here. Really reach the left arm forward and then come back to your neutral tabletop position. Extend the left leg all the way back behind you, pointing the toes, and then reach the right arm all the way forward. Squeeze the glutes on here. Squeeze your core to activate it right at the beginning of the practice. 1 more breath. And then exhale to drop them both back to your neutral tabletop position. Tuck the toes under and send the hips all the way back for your first downward facing dog of the practice. Pedal the knees here, bounce through the shoulders. Just warm up the hamstrings. Then when you're ready, tuck the belly under and roll all the way forward to a plank position. Stick the bum out for an anterior tilt and send it all the way back for your downward facing dog with your head the last thing to come. Inhale to roll all the way forward to plank. Stick the bum out and send the lower back, middle back, upper back all the way to downward facing dog. Take 1 more of these in your own time, rolling all the way forward to your plank position, and then sticking the bum out, sending your lower back, middle back, and upper back all the way to downward facing dog. Take 1 more breath here in your static downward facing dog, maybe push through the shoulders a little bit more. Then on the next inhale, look forward, bend the knees and step to the front of the mat. Clasp your hands behind your head and really pull your head in here for your forward fold. It should feel nice on the rounding of the back here. Just waking up the spine and waking up the hamstrings. Then very slowly roll all the way up, hands still clasped to the top of the mat. Take a back bend at the top. And then roll all the way down back to your forward fold. Drop the palms to the floor. Come up for a halfway lift with a flat back. Exhale, drop the palms to the floor and step back to high plank. Drop the knees, bend the elbows and lower all the way to the floor for your chaturanga. Inhale to roll up to baby cobra with the elbows bent. Then exhale, send the hips all the way back for downward facing dog. Staying here for 3 deep breaths. Really stretching the fingers here and pressing them into the floor. Then driving your heels back down into the floor if you can. 1 more breath. When you're ready, bend the knees, step or jump to the top of the mat, coming up to a halfway lift with a flat back. Exhale, drop palms to the floor. Clasp the hands behind your head and slowly roll all the way up to your standing position. Drop the arms by your side and just take 1 deep breath here, really pressing the feet into the floor. Inhale, bend the knees, sweep the arms, chair pose. Exhale, palms all the way to the floor. Inhale, come up halfway with a flat back. Exhale, step back to high plank. Knees down to the floor and lower all the way for your chaturanga. Inhale, roll forward for full cobra. And then exhale, send the hips back for down dog. Bend the right knee into your chest and plant it in between the palms, coming up to a warrior 1 with square hips. Exhale, palms plant on the floor, step back to high plank. Lower for chaturanga, knees or no knees. Inhale, roll forward for your cobra. And then exhale, send the hips back for down dog. Bend the left knee into chest, coming up to warrior 1, square hips. Exhale, drop the palms to floor. Step back to high plank. Exhale for chaturanga. Inhale, roll forward for up dog. And exhale, send the hips back for down dog. Stay here for 3 breaths now. Try and push through the shoulders a little bit more. And drive the heels into the floor if you can. Focus on a straight spine. Staying here for 1 more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Step or jump to the top of the mat, coming up to a halfway lift. Exhale, drop the palms to the floor, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms, bend the knees, chair pose. Exhale, come up to standing position. Hands by your side. Take 1 deep breath here, roll the shoulders back. Inhale, bend the knees, sweep the arms, come to chair pose. Exhale, plant the palms to the floor, forward fold. Inhale, come up for a halfway lift. Exhale, step back to high plank. All the way down for chaturanga. Inhale, roll forward, thighs off if you can. And then exhale, back to down dog. Bend the right knee, plant the right foot in between the palms and bring the left knee down, coming up for your low lunge. Bend the left arm here and use the right hand to grab the left elbow. Exhale, sink deeper. And use your head to push your arms a little bit further back to take it into a back bend. You can stay here, or you can extend the right arm all the way back, bringing it round to meet the left hand. Use your head to send your arms further back and go deeper into the back bend. Staying here for 1 more breath. Inhale to release and exhale, palms to floor. Take the back toes under and take a vinyasa. Inhale to roll forward for up dog, thighs off if you can. Exhale, send it back to down dog. Inhale, bend the left knee, plant the left foot between the palms, dropping the right knee down. Inhale to come up. Bend the right arm and use the left hand to grab the right elbow here. And exhale, sink the hips down, using your head to push your arms back further. Tighten your core here to make sure that we don't overload the lower back. You can stay here, or you can take the left arm all the way back and round, grabbing the right hands. You might want to grab your t-shirt here if you can't quite reach the hands together. Use the head to push the arms further back. And take one more breath. When you're ready, release the hands and plant them to the floor. Take the back knee off and step all the way back to high plank. Chaturanga, inhale, roll forward for upward facing dog, thighs off. Exhale, take it back to down dog. Staying here for 3 breaths here. You might be able to push through the shoulders a little bit more, or you might be able to send the heels a little bit further down. On your next inhale, bend your knees, look forward, come to the top of the mat to a halfway lift. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, sweep the arms, bend the knees, come to chair pose. Exhale, come to Tadasana, mountain pose. Take a deep breath here. Tuck the tailbone in and roll the shoulders back. And exhale. Inhale, bend the knees, sweep the arms, chair pose. Exhale, clasp the hands behind the back, pull the shoulders back and lean slightly back. And then come all the way forward to your halfway lift. Pull the shoulders back here, activating the back muscles. And then unclasp the hands, releasing them, but keep the arms exactly where they are. To make it harder, come up onto your tiptoes and hold strong. Exhale, plant the palms to floor, stepping all the way back to high plank. Lower all the way down to the floor. Inhale, pull the legs off, chest off, arms off. Squeeze your core. And exhale, plant the palms to the floor, tuck the toes under, send the hips back for down dog. Inhale to extend the right leg. Bend the right knee and open up the hip here, stacking the right on top of the left. Really pull the heel closer to your bum here. And then bring your right knee into your chest. Plant it between the palms and come all the way up to your warrior 2. So your left foot is at 90 degrees and your right foot is bent. Look forward and gaze towards the fingertips and sink the hips down a little deeper if you can. Inhale to straighten the right leg. Exhale, reach the right arm all the way forwards and drop it on the inside of the right leg for your Trikonasana. If you can, try and keep the left hand off the floor here and rest it on the inside of the shin, just so we really activate those oblique muscles. Inhale, look down and bend the right knee. Take the right arm slightly in front of you, hand to floor. And then shift the weight all the way forwards into your right leg, coming up to your half moon pose. Your left hand can be on your hip here, or if you're feeling strong, it can extend all the way back and up. If you want to go deeper, you can bend the left knee and use the left arm to grab the left foot. Press the foot into the hand here to help you with balance. If you're bound, release and take a big step back to your warrior 2. Inhale to straighten, and then exhale, bend the right leg and come all the way down to the left side for your Cossack squat. If you want stronger, you can use your left arm to push your left knee out further to the side. If this is too much, you can come up higher, but go to wherever feels an 8 out of 10. Your heel may be off or it may be to the ground, and you may need your hands to the floor. Wherever you are is perfect. One more breath here. Inhale, shift the weight back to center and come all the way up. Straightening the legs, tuck the toes in so they're facing the side of the mat. Inhale, extend the arms outwards and lean slightly back. Exhale, fold all the way down for your prasarita, palms to floor if you can. Try and focus on keeping a straight spine here. And eventually what we want to be able to do is to bring the palms in line with the feet and our head all the way to the floor. If you need to take your legs out wider, you can. Just go to wherever feels most comfortable today and just breathe deeply there. One more deep breath here. Inhale to come up halfway and walk the hands all the way around to the front, coming to your low lunge. Step all the way back to your downward facing dog. Then on the next inhale, extend the left leg all the way back. Bend the left knee and stack the left hip on top of the right, really opening up the front of the hip here, pulling your heel into your bum to go deeper. Push through your shoulders. And then bring the left knee into your chest and plant your left foot between the palms, coming all the way up to your warrior two. Your right foot's at 90 degrees and gaze towards the fingertips. Arms in one equal line here. Really strengthen your core and feel the fire in your glutes. Inhale to straighten the left leg. Exhale, reach all the way forward with the left arm, taking it down to the floor for your Trikonasana. Arms in one equal line, and make sure that the left hand is off the floor here. Perhaps it's resting on the inside of the shin, but really activate your obliques here. On the next inhale, look down, bend the left leg and plant the left hand a little bit further in front of us, shifting the weight all the way forwards up to half moon. Right leg extends behind us with the foot flexed. And if you want to go stronger, you can extend the right arm all the way up. If you want to take it deeper again, you can bend the right leg and grab the right foot with the right hand. Press the foot into the hand here to really open up the chest. Keep the focus. Then release the bind and take a big step back to your warrior two. Your right foot's at 90 degrees here, look forward. Inhale to straighten the left leg. Exhale, bend towards the right side for your Cossack squat. You may be up higher, that's completely fine. Or you may be a little bit further down on this side. Your heel might be off or to the floor. You can use your right arm to take the right leg out a little bit further for a slightly deeper stretch. Or your hands can be to the floor, wherever is an 8 out of 10. Inhale to come back to center. Toes face forward for your prasarita and come all the way up. Extend the arms outwards and exhale, forward fold, hands to floor. You might need to take the feet out slightly wider, but you want to send the crown of your head to the floor. Take it a little bit further with every exhale that you take. Inhale, come up halfway and walk all the way to the front of the mat, stepping back to a high plank. Take a vinyasa all the way through. Inhale to up dog, thighs off. Exhale all the way back to down dog. We're going to stay here for 3 breaths just to reset. When you're ready, extend the right leg back behind you. Bend the right knee, opening up the hip, just like we did before. We're going to flip it all the way over to a wild thing. So step the right leg all the way back, lifting the right arm off. Really opening up the chest here. Inhale, flip it back, right palm to floor. Bring the right knee into chest. And then plant the right foot between the palms, coming all the way up to your high lunge. Stay here for the exhale. And then on the next inhale, shift the weight all the way forwards into the right leg, coming up to your warrior 3. Flex the left foot here and reach the arms forward. You should be in a T-shaped. Inhale, come towards the standing position. Keep the left leg back behind you onto the shin. And then lower all the way down to the floor as slowly as you can. Try and use no hands. Then swivel the legs all the way forward, coming to a Navasana boat pose. Arms stretched out, or you can hold the back of the thighs if that's more comfortable. Stay here for 2 more breaths. Really squeeze your legs in, activating the core. Then on the next exhale, lower all the way down to the floor, keeping the knees bent. We're going to take some glute bridges now. So plant the palms on the floor, and on the next inhale, peel your body off the mat, sending your hips up higher. Really squeeze the glutes on here. Hold for 2 more breaths. Hold strong. And on your next exhale, roll vertebrate by vertebrate to the mat. Inhale, come up to your Navasana boat pose. Exhale, roll over the legs and step back to high plank. Shift through a vinyasa. Inhale, rolling forward, thighs off, up dog. Exhale, send the hips back for down dog. Take 1 deep breath here. Inhale, send the left leg up higher. Bend the left knee and open up the left hip. Pull the heel in closer. And on your next exhale, flip all the way over, dropping the left leg to the floor for your wild thing. Reach your left arm all the way back, opening up the chest. Push the hips up higher. Inhale, flip back over, bringing the left knee into your chest. Left foot plants between the palms, and inhale, come all the way up to your high lunge. Exhale, sink the hips down. And then shift the weight all the way forwards into your left leg, coming to a warrior 3. Right foot flexed, arms stretched out in front of you. Keep the focus. Inhale, come slightly up, bending the right knee. Keep the right foot off and lower all the way down to the floor, hands off if you can. Sit back and come all the way up to a Navasana boat pose. You can do as we did before, or you can just extend the legs out in front of you, which is slightly stronger. Hold for one more breath. Drop the feet down and roll all the way down to the mat. We're going to take a glute bridge again. So palms flat on the floor, heels down. And on the next inhale, peel yourself off the mat, sending the hips up higher. You can stay here, or to go deeper, clasp the hands underneath you to add a shoulder stretch. Use the glutes to push the hips up higher. And then exhale, unclasp the hands and roll very gently down to the mat. Inhale to come up, Navasana boat pose. And then exhale, roll over the legs and take a vinyasa. Lower for chaturanga, and then inhale, roll forward for up dog. Exhale, send the hips back for down dog. Taking 2 deep breaths here to reset. Inhale to roll forward to plank. Lower all the way down to the mat as slowly as you can. Chaturanga arms and lower all the way down. Untuck the toes. And then we're going to bend the knees and pull the feet in. We're going to take bow pose now. So reach the arms all the way back to grab the feet. The first time we're going to grab them on the outside. And on the next inhale, inhale to peel yourself off the mat and lift yourself up. Press your feet into your hands to pull your shoulders back. It doesn't matter how high you are here, but you might need to rock forward and back just to ease yourself into the pose. And then exhale, release all the way down to the mat. Take your forehead to the mat and just rock your hips from side to side just to release them. We're going to take one more round of bow pose here. So when you're ready, bend the knees, bringing the feet in. You can take the hands onto the outside of the feet, or if you want to go slightly deeper, you can bring them on the inside of the feet. This will stretch the front of the shoulders. When you're ready, inhale to peel yourself off. Press your foot into your hand and your hand into your foot, and squeeze your glutes to go a little bit deeper. And then exhale, melt all the way down to the mat. Forehead to the mat, just rock your hips from side to side. Send your hips all the way back to a child's pose. Bring your knees in, just so it's a nice restorative pose for the lower back after all of those back bends. Inhale, roll yourself all the way up. Sweep the legs all the way around so that they extend out in front of you. And we're going to take a nice seated forward fold. Inhale to lift the arms above you, and exhale, fold them all the way down, round the back here. Bend the knees as much as you need to. And on each exhale, Try and go a little bit deeper into the pose. Inhale to roll slowly up. And then bend the knees, tuck the left knee underneath and the right leg on top. We're going to take a seated twist now. So inhale to extend the left arm, and exhale, take it over the right knee and twist towards the right side. Inhale to lengthen, and exhale, twist a little bit deeper. Come back to center, and then switch the legs so the right leg is underneath and the left leg is crossed on top. Inhale to extend the right arm overhead, and then exhale, take it on the outside of the left knee and twist around to the left. Inhale to lengthen the spine. And exhale, see if you can twist a little bit deeper towards the left. Inhale to come back to center. Uncross the legs and just roll slowly all the way down to the mat as slowly as you can. Use all the core muscles that we've just used. And rest all the way back and down. Bring your knees into your chest and just rock them gently from side to side, massaging the lower back. Come up to a happy baby, so grab the outside of the feet, bending the knees and rocking from side to side. This should feel really nice after the back bends that we've just done. Bring your knees into your chest and inhale, give yourself a nice big squeeze into a tiny little ball. Then exhale, extend everything all the way out, coming down to your Shavasana. Let the feet fall outwards and unclench your jaw. Take an inhale through the nose. Open the mouth and exhale through the mouth. Gently bring some awareness back to your body. Wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Maybe rock your head from side to side. And then when you're ready, roll all the way over onto your preferred side. And take 2 deep breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Slowly come all the way back up to your seated position. Roll your shoulders back and gently close your eyes. Inhale to bring the palms to heart center and all the way up to the forehead. Namaste. Thank you for joining today. I hope you enjoyed the practice, and I'll see you in my next video.